This is the Jack Murphy Podcast. Here's your host, Jack Murphy.
Well, hello to all you beautiful people out there in podcasting land. Jack Murphy here from the Jack Murphy Podcast. Hopefully, I'm going to be joined by Daniel Wheeler, my cousin, here in a minute. You know, it's always something with him. He's in the Waymo cab and he can't get through, and now today he's having iPad problems, and he's supposed to get through on his phone. Now, he lives, many of you may not know this, but he lives out in the middle of Virginia. You've all heard of Lynchburg, but he lives in Appomattox, which is even a tinier, smaller place. And he lives in the suburbs of Appomattox, if you can believe there is such a thing. But there is, and he does, and he's having a little bit of an internet problem. You know, today is Tuesday. I don't know when you're watching this, but it's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and I'm trying to get ahead of the game. I've got, I think at last count, I'm going to have 15 people here. I've got my daughter, son-in-law, my grandkids, my son-in-law's brother, his wife and kids, my son-in-law's mother and her husband, my son-in-law. Anyway, it's going to be a big, big crowd. So I'm trying to get ahead of everything, and because I'm doing a lot of the cooking. And everybody asks every year, for many, many years, I gave out this recipe. Oh, there he is right there, Daniel Wheeler joining us. I was explaining to everybody for many years, I gave away this recipe for this stuffing, Daniel, that I make every year, my world famous stuffing, and literally given away, I mean, probably 100,000 copies of it on email, fax machines, and everything else. And I brought in a copy of it today, and I'll post it in the description a little bit later on. But there's the basic recipe. I made a big batch of it today. It's got sausage and croutons and wild rice and water chestnut. It sounds, first time I saw it, I said, I don't think I'd like that very much. Buddy, I took a bite of it. It was some kind of good, Daniel. I couldn't quit eating. It's almost like an entree. It really is. It's so good, and people just love it. I tried to do a video of me making it, but you know how hard it is to hold a camera and, film at the same time. It's just about impossible.
You don't have the right equipment, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I needed
You've been to Costco getting all the cheap stuff.
Yeah. I needed another person to help me, but I didn't have anybody. Just me and the dog. Nobody could help me. Now, let me ask you this. I played your video of your trip in the driverless cab, and I want to know what that was like. It looked to me like you weren't warned before you got in it there was no driver. Is that what happened?
I had no idea.
And you got in and you went, oh, my God, what are we
He was videoing me the entire time, and I didn't know it. And he's like, get in on the other side. And
I heard him say that.
And I open up the door and get in. I look, I said, oh, hell.
Now,
there's no driver.
Isn't that technology just amazing?
Oh, I'm telling you, I probably will never get another human driver again. I mean, number one, you don't have to smell the weed. Number two, you control your temperature.
Right.
Number three,
no awkward
listen to whatever music you want to listen to.
Now, I was going to ask you that. Do you just tell the car what you want it to play?
No, there was like this screen in the back seat, like, and you just punched on whatever you want to listen to.
But for me, the best part is because, look, I mean, usually when I take an Uber, I went out somewhere and I had, a couple of glasses of wine, and I don't want to drive, right?
Well, that may have been our problem, but it probably wasn't wine. But.
Yeah. But anyway, it's the awkward conversations.
Yes.
Like when I went down to Florida last time to Naples, I actually stayed at a hotel because there were too many people at the house. So it was pretty close. I'd walk over there in the morning, spend the whole day on the boat, but at night I was feeling a little tired. You know what I mean? I'd get the Uber to take me back to the hotel. And I don't know what it is about me, but at night, after being tired, I'd always get in the Uber and say something it'd be the wrong thing. And so the Uber driver would just clam up. They wouldn't say a word the whole ride way back.
Well, you heard our conversation.
Yeah,
How long
I did.
you been driving?
I heard it. I loved it. But, having driven in one of those cars, driven in one of the autonomous cars, the technology just amazing.
It's crazy.
I'm shocked that they haven't released it for the public to use yet.
What do you mean? Oh,
well, I mean,
totally being able to buy one and.
Well, Tesla has autonomous, but it's not totally autonomous. In other words,
pretty close.
If you're not, it has cameras that watch you, and if you're not paying attention or you're doing something other than paying attention to driving, it'll warn you and turn off the autonomous mode. I mean, you can't just get in it and say, "Take me to Daniel's house," and sit back and relax.
Well, there's one of my buddies was telling me about his friend has a Tesla that has this retrieve mode.
Yeah, that's the Tesla X, I think.
He can hit that. It'll open up his garage door. The car will back out and drive over to his office and pick him up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, it's crazy. It's like
that's Jetsons.
I got a friend that has an airplane that you can get in it, and he said if I were flying and I were to die and my wife was with me, she just punches this red button right here, and the plane will fly back to the nearest airport and land itself.
Wow!
And it has a parachute in case the engine goes out. They can hit it and do that. So I don't know.
It's a very easy situation to operate. You just push the buttons in right here on the two sides. There are two little buttons. And all you do is push them in, and that will release it. And right here, push the button in, that releases it. And then after you let go, it locks firmly in place. So really, you're all set. And this is tough.
It is?
Listen, give you an example. Say you have you have to get up on the wall, high ceiling, vault the ceiling. Hey, listen, just walk right up. And I tell you, it's very safe, it's durable, and it's lightweight.
You're scaring me.
So really,
Whoa.
now it's locked in place, okay? So really, you say,
Oh, God, Harold, are you okay?
actually, I didn't have it locked. You have to lock it. Once you lock it, you're okay. But it is very safe to operate. So continue to call for it.
All righty. Well, Harold, I hope you're okay.
We got some celebrity news today we got to get a hold of, Daniel.
Who's
you
that?
remember, I haven't seen her in a while, but you remember Tara Reid?
Yes.
Now,
Had
she
the
was
lopsided bad boob job.
What was she? Wasn't she in one of those Orange County shows?
Or one of those teen.
Yeah, one of them that was in
things.
Orange County or something.
But that's been a long time ago.
Yeah, and then after that, if you remember, she had a real alcoholic meltdown. She's always getting in trouble and whatnot. Well, I haven't seen the last time I saw her, and I mean, it's been a long time. I'm talking at least 5 years, maybe longer. I saw a picture of her and I went, holy cow.
Yeah.
I mean, she
That's
just
rough.
looked, worse than rough.
Yeah.
So the other night, she was out and about. Let me see if I can see where it was. She's out and about in Chicago and was at a bar, which I don't think she needs to be at a bar. She was at a bar in Chicago, and she claimed, this is where the story falls apart for me, because she claimed she'd only had one drink. However, it was shortly after midnight Sunday morning. There's nobody at a bar shortly after midnight on Sunday morning that's just had one drink.
She didn't get there until 5 minutes till.
Yeah, she got there 5 minutes till midnight, and she claimed she got roofied. But let's see, you take a look here and see what you think happened. Come on now.
We had the, we were when they were in Vegas, we had the, we call it, what was I drinking? The, motherfucker, shut the f*** up. You know what? Right.
Now, I want you to notice something. So this is
in the brown. She's in the tan jacket.
She's in the tan jacket. I don't know who the guy is, but she doesn't want to let go of him, whoever he is.
It looks like Roger.
It may have been no, he was with you Saturday night. So I don't know who the guy is that's holding the wheelchair. That's a wheelchair they've got there. But he tells that guy, he said, one more word out of you, buddy, and it's going to be trouble.
Put it to the chair. Put it to the chair.
Give her a second. Give her a second.
You touch me again, we're going to have a problem.
Uh-huh.
I want to go back.
He's a foreigner. I don't know where he's from. He goes, put her to the chair. Put her to the chair. He said, you touch me, we're going to have a problem.
Again, we're going to have a
That is her. That is
nice little dark beer.
Bless her heart. She's still got problems. She just can't get right.
Bless her heart. It's trouble.
Bless her heart. She either got roofied at about a minute till midnight, or she been there since about 7:30.
That's why she needs the wheelchair.
I think she'd been there since about 7:30. I don't know.
I tell you what, that's not a bad idea to get somebody to go with you and bring a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You can get tore up.
If you don't have to get in, if you don't have to get into a driverless taxi, as long as you
wheel that over here real quick.
You don't want to have to go outside and not have a cab driver to put your wheelchair in the back, because you got to have help with that. So one other young celebrity, not in trouble. I'd much rather see this than that, but Justin Bieber has taken up golf, and he's out golfing in Southern California now all the time. And, of course, they follow him around everywhere. He's just trying to play a round of golf. And, you and I have been there thousands of times, Daniel. He had to pee while he's playing golf. And they got him. Now, I got to say this. That's the ugliest pair of shorts I've ever seen. That looks like something.
I tell you, we got some older seniors at the club that
like Doug.
They wear some of those.
Doug Marshall,
No, Buck Arthur and a few of them.
They wear that.
They wear those socks up to their knees, and then their shorts go down over the socks.
Are they compression socks?
No.
I bet they are. I bet they're compression socks.
That's the one we were playing that time, and we got on the fourth tee box, and this guy that was playing with us had on a pair of them.
Mm-hmm.
And our buddy Don said, "Hey, now, I ain't real sure I can play with a guy wearing pantyhose."
One time, we were playing on a Saturday morning, this group I used to play with all the time, and this guy gets up on the tee box, and he's pretty serious, and he had on shorts, but he had on, they were kind of weird looking socks, and he gets up there and practices. Right before he's going to swing, one of the guys said, "Hey, how long the doctor say you got to wear those socks?" He got so pissed. It took him about 5 minutes.
That's what Chip Bass told me one time about a pair of shoes I bought. He said, "Hey, how long the doctor said you have to wear them shoes?"
Yeah.
They were like some old pair of Skechers or something.
It's terrible. So
they first started making them, they were horrible.
Hey, have you seen do you have any friends that are on Ozempic?
No.
I don't either. I
need some that are on Ozempic.
I want to lose 20 pounds, but I don't want to pay. I asked my doctor about it, and she said the only one I can prescribe
$1,500 a month or something, ain't it?
Well, yeah, she said the only one I can prescribe to you, because my A1C level is normal, pretty normal. She said I can give you Wegovy, And I said, well, how much is it? She said, I don't know. You'll have to check with your drugstore and your drug plan and all that. It's like $600 a dose. And you got to
it's
take,
ridiculous.
and you got to take 2 doses. And so I'm not paying, I'll just stay 20 pounds fat. I don't care.
It's ridiculous.
But let
but
me
they're
ask.
trying to get that straight where it's not going to cost as much.
They're trying for people that don't have insurance and stuff. And low income people can get it. And they need it
like
because
me.
Low income people are fat.
Well, like me.
That came
low
out.
Low income and I'm fat.
That came out during the EBT thing when the government was shut down. The average woman, now this is government statistics based on somehow medical results. The average woman in this country, not on EBT, weighs 146 pounds. The average woman on EBT, 211 pounds. And
hey, because they're buying Cheetos.
And all that, and high fructose corn syrup drinks.
All the good stuff that we all love.
They're all going to wind up with diabetes, and they're going to start losing toes and feet.
They got
and legs,
the diabetes.
Heart disease. It's going to be terrible. But let me ask you something.
Like our papa will get his leg cut off.
Mm-hmm. And then that's when the fun starts. They start playing tricks on you about the fake leg. They tell you they buried it in the backyard and there's ants on it. But let me ask you, do you think Big Mike been on the Ozempic or not? I think she's on it. What do you think?
Who is that?
That's Michelle Obama.
Oh, yeah.
She's lost 40.
And I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Yes.
Doesn't even look like her, does it?
She's skinny.
Big Mike has lost about 40 or 50 pounds.
Wow.
I mean, and she's got, you can see what they call Ozempic face. That's the other thing that happens. Her face gets all sunk in.
Cheekbones.
You see a lot of these. I see a lot of Hollywood types that are on the Ozempic, and they get the Ozempic face.
But why do you have to say the Ozempic?
That's just a habit I have. The Ozempic face. I call it the diabetes.
The sugar.
Yeah, the sugar. I like to add "the" to anything. Really, it kind of highlights it just a little bit. But yeah, it's expensive, and I don't want to be that.
Well,
skinny.
She has plenty of money. She can do it.
Well, if you listen to the podcast, all she does is complain about how broke she is and how expensive it was to be the first lady and be in the White House, and
that poor little old shack they have in the Hamptons
has to pay all that money to get her hair uncurled. She's a very unhappy woman. There's never been a more discontented woman than her. Hey,
that takes a lot.
This morning, I mentioned this on my walk in the woods, this story out of Thailand.
About
back
the
in
lady?
Yeah. Now, did you know this is true, back in the, I don't know when it started, but up until about the 1500s, they did this all across Europe because medicine was so bad. You were more likely to die at the hands of the doctor than of whatever you had. A lot of time. In fact, I just watched that movie about Garfield's assassination. Have you watched that yet?
Mm-mm.
It's on Netflix. I think it's called Hit by Lightning or something.
Yeah. I've seen the
I'm going to tell you what, it's really good. You should watch it. It's really, really well done. But basically, the doctor killed him. He had a bullet in him, but it didn't hit any organs or anything. And this doctor would every day come up there and cut a new hole in him and reach around in there with his nasty finger and wound up giving him a terrible infection. But anyway, back in the Middle Ages, when it used to happen all the time. People would be in a coma. They get real sick and go into a coma or be unconscious, and the doctor would go, "I'm sorry, he's gone, he's dead." And they didn't have any refrigeration or, embalming fluid, so they buried him. And they happened a lot that people were alive got buried. So what they started doing was they would put a a little stand up above the grave with a bell on it and run a string down to the coffin. True, you can read about it. And if the person woke up, they could ring they would call it, and then they'd say, he's a real bell ringer. And he'd ring that bell and wake him up. Well, this woman in Thailand, Daniel, same thing. I guess the medical is not as good there, but she was in a coma, and they pronounced her dead, and they put her in a coffin, and they were getting ready
beating on the top of it or something, wasn't she?
They were getting ready to put her in the cremation thing and turn it on, and she starts banging on the coffin, and they open it up. She's wide awake and fine. Can you imagine if she'd gone in there and they, that gives
and they forced her alive?
Yeah, first of all, I get claustrophobia, but what if you were locked in a coffin and they were burning it at the same time? That's some bad stuff.
Been a horrible death.
This Fashion Week over in Paris. The latest fashions are on the runway for next spring. But there was a problem out there today. One of the British designers' shows had the difficulty. A model fell down twice. That's her going down once. The young woman wearing that pink skirt and the orange platform shoes never quite recovered after that. There she goes. That had to hurt. That was uncool. That's embarrassing. This is at least the second time.
Well, you all are just really tickled by that, aren't you? You try walking in those shoes.
By the way, have we heard any more about Lane Kiffin since we last talked? Where do you think he's going? I'm hearing LSU more and more. What are you hearing?
Well, I don't think he's staying at Ole Miss, because if he was, he'd be like, oh, all right, we're in the playoffs. Let's win this thing. Let's win the national championship.
Well, he did
that's
say,
not what it's been like.
He did say, though, he's going to stay till after the bowl game or something, didn't he?
Well, I don't know. But, I mean, if you want to put your fans at ease and your school to ease, you need to talk about what you have in front of you instead of, So I really think he's leaving. But I hope he goes to LSU. I don't want him to go to Florida, because that's just going to make it harder on Georgia.
Yeah. I wish they could come up. I don't guess there's any way to do it, but I wish they could come up with some rule that you cannot talk to a coach or do an interview or anything until after the bowl games and the playoffs are over.
That's what Saban said.
Because it's just not fair. Because
Saban came up with the same scenario. He was like, you shouldn't be able to do it.
It's not fair, because it really puts the coach in a position where he's almost forced to lie.
Well, they only have a few days for the portal. So if Lane's leaving and he wants to take a bunch of Ole Miss players with him, they got to get in the portal in the next few days.
Right.
So, and he's going, if he leaves, he's going to take, there's several guys on that team he's going to want,
But it's just not fair, because if he kind of has it in his mind he's going to leave, but he's recruited, a bunch of new young recruits that come in, and they're coming in because they want to play for him, and he already knows he's leaving, but in the press he has to say, I haven't made up my mind yet,
Well, it's just bull crap. I mean, that whole thing, it's like Saban said, like you brought up, they shouldn't be allowed to even talk about changing jobs or anything until after the season's over.
Yeah. And then, I mean, why can't they do that and then just open the portal in January?
I don't know. It's all about the money, buddy.
Well, I just don't understand what the big deal is, why they can't do it. But anyway. Also, have you been keeping up with what's going on with Max Kellerman at ESPN?
No.
I hadn't either. I don't watch ESPN that much. I hadn't missed him, but he's
I hardly ever watch it.
He's off the air.
It's Disney owned.
He's off the air, and they're paying him. He has to sit out for 18 months or something before he can do anything. I heard Dan Levitard talking about that they're not renewing his deal, but they're paying him to stay off the air and not start. This is the new reality. Like Dan Levitard said, I was really shocked when I was in negotiations with him to leave because they weren't trying to stop me from going and doing something on my own on, the internet, on YouTube or whatnot. And he goes, so I was real happy because he said, I knew we could create an audience on YouTube. He said, but now they won't let you do that because they don't want the competition.
Yeah.
They'll just pay you to sit out. He said, because he's going to have to sit out 18 months. That's a long time. People forget about you.
But how much is he going to get paid?
Well, he's going to get his regular salary through the end of it, but he's not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah.
It's a tough deal.
How old is he?
Hell, I don't know.
I mean,
I have no idea.
if you can live with it after that, that's fine. But
I have no idea.
You don't want to be, your hands tied and you can't do anything.
Some other great town names. Lititz.
What? Sure. No, it's Lidditz.
You were in the ballpark. Your version's way better than anyone else's.
All right, we got a real feel-good story today, Daniel. I know what a sensitive guy you are.
I'm all about others.
And, you're always doing stuff for other people. And sensitive, somebody dies, Daniel will make a cake and take it over to the funeral.
I'm all about
home.
others, dude.
He'll take it to the casserole down there to him or whatever. Listen to this. 2 people from Minnesota, they were both in the hospital and they were both in a coma. All right? And the man came out of his coma first, but he was still in the hospital for a long time. And he would get up and walk around, and he met these parents of this other person that was in a coma. It was this woman, and he started going in there in her room and talking to her because the doctors told them that sometimes when you're in a coma, they can hear you. And he'd go in there and talk to her. Now, I don't know what he was saying, but anyway, she came out of her coma, and they wound up getting married.
He was talking some good stuff.
This is her right here, and that's him. Well, look, he's a big old boy. She could have done a little bit better.
He was talking some shit.
Let's see here.
Will you marry me?
There they are in the coma.
Said, Zach, come on, why don't you invite Isabel out to lunch? And he's like, oh no, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Well, I'm happy for him, but I'm just saying I think she could have done a lot better.
What's that Eminem song? If you have one shot.
Yeah, take it, even if she's in a coma.
That's what it was. Go after this girl in the coma. You got to check.
One way to do a turkey call is with this gobbler, and it has a little diaphragm in it that allows the air to vibrate. You should try that.
Okay. I would love to. Go ahead. Right. I want to see this. No. Nobody's serious. That just wasn't right.
Yeah, I know.
Daniel, do you and Missy eat any Campbell soup anymore?
No. They 3D print the chicken.
Yeah. They every once in a blue moon there'll be some recipe or something where you'll need some cream of mushroom or something like that.
Yeah, but you gotta go and get all that,
Yeah, but I haven't. And when I was a kid, one of my favorite foods on earth was Campbell's bean and bacon soup.
Or tomato soup and grilled cheese.
Absolutely loved it.
Oh.
But now, Campbell's soup apparently is putting fake meat in their soup. And one of their executives got caught on a camera or in a conversation or something talking about it. And he said all the vegetables and stuff are genetically modified. And, you know, and when you look at it now, it doesn't even look real like soup, does it?
He was talking to another employee.
Yeah. But
and
I mean,
the guy turned him in. He got fired.
When you look at the soup, what I'm saying is it doesn't even look like real food anymore.
Hey, Missy stopped buying that a long time ago.
And it's full of salt. It's loaded with sodium.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can get any flavor is just to kill it with salt.
It's just a shame.
It's nasty.
American icon like that. It was famous in those Andy Warhol
and think
paintings.
about it. You and I grew up eating it all the time.
Yeah. And another one that's gone out is Del Monte. Same thing. People quit buying Del Monte because
there's no telling what's in that.
It was all genetically modified vegetables with a ton of salt in it. That I can tell you what was in it.
Or fruit.
All right. Are you anywhere close to Woodbridge, Virginia?
It's probably about a couple of hours.
All right. That's good because it took 15 days and 2 tow truck drivers before anybody noticed there's a dead guy in the back seat of a car they were towing around up in Woodbridge. According to the Prince William County Police Department, a private towing company removed a vehicle on November the 3rd from a business park, and it was taken to a storage lot, and then another tow company picked it up and took it to a long-term storage lot. And 15 days later, workers there were going to move it, and one of them noticed there's a dead guy in the back seat.
I bet that's smelling good.
Don't they check them things before they...
I don't think so.
I thought they went through them and looked for money and anything else they could find before they...
Well, how about did you see the high school football coach down in...
disappeared or something?
Big Stone Gap. It's in Southwest Virginia. He's getting ready to play for like the state championship or whatever. And
vanished?
It's just disappeared.
I saw that this morning. What happened to him?
Nobody knows. It's like they don't even know where he is. His wife is like, I can't get in touch with him. I don't know what's going on.
That sounds highly...
And he's getting ready to play for the state championship.
That sounds highly suspicious, doesn't it?
Yeah, something ain't right. I think it's the other team that has kidnapped.
The other coach did it. That's my first working theory right there. I'm right there with you.
Other team has kidnapped him, and they're like, we gotta make sure he's not on the sideline for this.
That's the first thing the police ought to be doing is talking to that other coach because they'll do anything to win at every level.
Oh, let me tell you, Virginia high school football is one thing. I mean, it's not like Georgia high school football, but they get pretty serious with it. But I mean, Georgia high school football, I could see it.
Yeah, I mean, we go arrest him. They'd automatically just arrest him. He'd be in cuffs before the game. Be accused. He'd need an attorney. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
So, did you see the video? This is how far our society and culture has fallen. Let me just ask you: have you seen this video? It's a guy's funeral, and they're twerking at the casket.
It doesn't surprise me.
What the hell are they thinking?
They can't hide their tails.
Twerking at the casket. What? I mean, and doing it in front of little kids. What is the purpose?
It doesn't surprise me one bit.
I just don't understand it. There's no decorum, no class, no nothing. Twerking.
It doesn't surprise me one bit.
Twerking at the casket.
You prefer the dark meat as well?
I have always preferred dark meat, but if things don't work out this Thanksgiving, I think I'm going to switch and start going after the white meat exclusively. And I mean that sincerely.
By the way, if you want to chime
Pour
in.
a little gravy on it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you got enough gravy. Be able to work with it. You just got to, I think I can work with the white meat. I do. You can trust the white meat.
One final thing I wanted to talk about. Have you seen this woman? She's of course, she's white. She's young. She went to Vandy, liberal. She's currently I believe she's a Tennessee State House of Representative mayor person. And she's going to run for, I believe it's a Senate seat, somebody, either Senate or Congress. Somebody from Tennessee's retired. Anyway, she's going to run for Congress, and there's all this video of her saying she hates Nashville. She hates country music.
She's the AOC of Tennessee.
Yeah, she hates the bachelorette parties. She hates the country music.
Hates the bars.
She hates the bar.
She hates music.
She hates everything about Nashville. And now she's doing all these appearances saying, well, the right wing is trying to pigeonhole me about hating country. None of that could be further from the truth. And they play the video of her saying it.
Stupid.
It just amazes me. Well, what amazes me?
And that's her district. I mean,
I know.
That's the district she's going to be representing.
But this happens over and over and over now, where these politicians, they say something really stupid, really outrageous to appeal to one little tiny part of the base. And the minute you hear it, you go, ooh, that's not going to play well. And then instead of doing what they did for years, which would just be, look, you need to stay away from the cameras for the next 3 months, right?
Yeah.
That's what they would normally tell you. Just stay away from the camera. Don't do any interviews. Don't get in front. Don't let anybody ask you about that. You got it? They'd say yes. Or they would give them another line to tell. But now they don't even do that. They just come right back and go, that's totally out of context. That's just the MAGA coming after me.
It was edited. It was edited.
Edited to make me look bad. No, I love Nashville.
Yeah.
I
cried. What'd she say? She cried 10 times at the Country Music Hall of Fame.
What? About what?
What is that? What does that mean?
Who cries at the Hall of Fame?
I cried 10 times at the Country Music Hall of Fame.
You know. That sounds like me if I was running around Charlotte saying racist things to black people, and then they call it with me, and I go, I cried at the NASCAR Hall of Fame. So? What does that even mean? I don't get it.
I mean...
I don't get it. Well, how many people you got coming over for Thanksgiving? Or are you going over to the in-laws?
I'm going to the in-laws.
I know that Penelope likes to cook up.
That'll be 1 million people over there.
Yeah.
We got like 87 grandkids now.
Goodness.
Well, you heard I got a new granddaughter.
I heard. You know what it is yet?
Little girl.
Gonna be a little girl. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's Libby's having the little girl?
Gonna be due in May.
Libby's having it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know your son, he don't need any more.
3.
He's got about 7, doesn't he?
Who?
Your son's already got about 7, doesn't he?
No, he ain't got but 3. Well, he may have 7. I don't know.
We're sure enjoying the 2 we got. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah,
they're awesome.
We'll go tomorrow night and watch Noah and them play tomorrow night. They do a grateful, what do they call it? Thanksgiving, grateful giving, and they have this big show, and all the proceeds from their show goes to Daily Bread or Meals on Wheels or whatever. So
well,
they don't
be careful.
They don't take any money from it.
You better be careful because they will not have a Waymo for you to get home from that. So make sure.
You think I can call one in Appomattox?
I don't think so. No, way no. That's what they have. They have way no. All right. Well, listen, I hope all of you have, if I don't talk to you before.
Thanks for watching the Jack Murphy Podcast. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Go ahead, ring it. Get alerts when a new episode drops, and tell your friends about the Jack Murphy Podcast. But only the cool friends, please. Tune in next time for another episode of the Jack Murphy Podcast.